Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable examiner of this final examination to present my research proposal. Good morning, Ms. Rahmatillah MPD as my advisor and Ms. Ostakoma Rahmati as CO advisor or seminar proposal lecturer. In the special occasion, I'm Vika Nur Rohmah, student of English Education Department, Tarbiyah and Teacher Training Faculty, Raden Intan State Islamic University. I would like to thank you to examiner who has been given us an opportunity to present about my thesis proposal with the title The Impact of Reading Theory Application on Student Learning and Reading Motivation. My thesis proposal contains 7 chapters, and the first is background of problem, the second research question, the third rationale, the fourth methodization, the wave data collection technique, the sixth population and sample, the seventh conclusion. Chapter 1 is background of the problem. Reading is one of the key language learning and teaching competency since 1988. Account that children of the second and tertiary language need to read fast more authentic material to be able to read communication. Among the four English skills, reading is more emphasis to be taught in Indonesia as the item test of the UTBK or University Entrance Test focus on the reading assessment. Reading is extremely complex process that no one can explain satisfactorily. Those who are interested in the reading have their fundamentally diverse views which result from two different schools of psychology, behaviorism and cognitivism. In relation to that, most methods of reading are special in that they are concerned with specific aspects, for example, perceptual or cognitive. The beginning of skill reading or modern oral or silent reading. They do not attempt to account for all aspects of the reading process. There has been no single model that can be called the most acceptable. And according to research result, and dengan Setianingsih, the result of the data analysis show that read theory increases not only student general reading proficiency but also grammar, vocabulary, and listening proficiency. For the next is research question. This research question will help researchers in the direction and purpose of the research. In this research, it can be explained in several research questions. The first, what are learner attitude toward the use rectory website as SCAM-based learning platform? The second, to what extent do EF learners think that reader help them to improve their learning and reading skill? The third is to what extent do game element of rhetoric motivate students to use the platform. So the fourth is, does rhetoric motivate learner to be independent learner? How does it motivate them to be independent? The third is rational. Research on children reading about impact of theory application on student learning and reading motivation is: first, read theory as an online platform has numerous reading worksheets. The second, most learning tasks will be completed through the help of technology. The third, an online platform is defined in this study as digital service that facilitates interaction between two or more separated but independent states of the user, whether companies or individuals who interact via the internet to the service. Accordingly, the research on student reading about the impact of theory relevant in the context. For the next is method design. The aim of the study is to find out there will be a significant difference in the motivation using rhetoric. The aspects of reading and learning that are best permitted through online platforms are also examined. And the study one group pretest and post-test that is design. The researcher used statistical competition pre-sample or t-test or SPSS to test whether there is significant difference or not of reading and learning motivation using rhetoric. Technique. Data collection technique are technique or method that researchers can use to collect data. The technique used by researchers is collecting data or as follows. The first is observation. Data collection techniques using observation are carried out through their observation carried out by researchers on the object being studied directly at the location where the incident occurred. It can be student behavior, phenomena, or process of change. The second, interview. Interview or data collection technique by collecting data directly by communication directly with respondent or information. The third, documentation. With documentation, researcher can use exciting search to support hypotheses and also to gain a deeper understanding of research subject without the need to collect data directly through conversation or interview method. The fourth is questionnaire. Questionnaire is a data collection technique that is carried out by giving respondent a set of questions or writing statement to answer. And the next is population and sample. The population in the study was on Asaman Satu Bandar Lampung. The age grade, the subject used by researchers to conduct this research or for determining the sample is done using non-probability technique. Sampling is a type of proposed sampling, which is technique determine sampling with current consideration. So researchers determine the criteria for search information to be researched are SMN 1 Bandar Lampung or Surah School 1 Bandar Lampung, the age grade, with 10 students who use read theory application and 5 teachers who use the read theory application in relearning. Or we can only examination for student and we use 10 students who use read theory application. The conclusion is the study is to find out if there will be a significant difference in the motivation by students through the impact of application reading and reading motivation used read theory. The aspect of reading and learning that are best permitted through online platform are also examined. Accordingly, research on the student reading about impact of read theory student application and reading motivation has significant relevance in the context of language education of Sarah School 1 Bandar Lampung, the 8th grade. That's all for me. Thank you for the nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.